Amongst the hype for the new evolutionist film Jurassic World, which repeats the lie that the dinosaurs are 65 million years old, I thought I'd make this video about the recent discovery of proteins in soft tissue, in red blood cells, in dinosaur fragments. One such article, written by Ian Sample, states that scientists have discovered what appears to be red blood cells and collagen fibers in the fossilized remains of dinosaurs that lived 75 million years ago. Traces of the soft tissue were found by accident when researchers at Imperial College in London analyzed 8 rather shabby fossils that had been dug up in Canada a century ago before finding their way to the Natural History Museum in London. The findings suggest that scores of dinosaur fossils in museums around the world could retain soft tissue, and with it the answers to major questions about dinosaur physiology and evolution. He states later on in the article that if collagen in red blood cells can survive for 75 million years, what about dinosaur DNA, bearing the genetic code to design, or potentially even resurrect the beast? Well, Mr. Sample, it is a major leap of faith to suggest such a thing because if these dinosaurs are really as old as they claim they are, then we shouldn't be finding any DNA molecules or collagen in them in the first place. You being a science editor for a major newspaper should know about the reports that have been coming out for the last 10 odd years about the survivability of DNA and protein molecules like collagen at freezing temperatures. If you were honest with yourself, and if you were worth the dirt we stood on, you would have cited these reports. But in a sense, I understand why you wouldn't, because you don't want to slip up and lose your job for contradicting evolution like many others have before you. One such report, Mr. Sample, states that DNA, even in most favorable conditions, would only last about 125,000 years. Collagen, in its most favorable conditions, will last no more than 3 million years. So here we have a logical inconsistency with these two examples. We have 125,000-year-old DNA molecules and 3 million-year-old collagen and 75 million-year-old dinosaur bones. Now, I'm pretty sure you are well aware of these reports, Mr. Sample, but as is typical with you people, you ignore evidence that at the very least shows that the dating methods used for the dinosaurs are erroneous, because it means you would have to discard evolution and all notions of an old Earth and start from scratch. And it really makes me wonder what the true motive really is for all the hype we've been getting about reviving the dinosaurs, because it is clear to me that somebody is lying through their teeth about their age. You can imagine the kind of hype we might get if, say, the skeletal remains of the biblical giants were acknowledged, and we start seeing the world harp on about reviving those monstrosities as well. When it comes to this dump we call Earth, nothing surprises me anymore. Okay, so here's the bottom line for why they need the Earth to be billions of years old in the first place. It is the very idea of an old Earth that allows for the input of evolutionary ideas that undermines the very foundation of Scripture. This is why the age of the Earth is so important to its supporters. Undermining the six-day creation is the beginning of undermining the rest of the creation account. Without billions of years, the evolutionist has nothing going for it, because it is time that is the magic wand of evolution.